Alright, well, let's see how this turns out, huh? We have the Akatsuki versus, that team over there on the right, versus the Bonobos of Kappaland. Akatsuki were late to the lobby, so they will be losing their first two bans in the draft. These are two teams that are vying for playoff. Well, not really. Not going to say they're really fighting for playoff positioning. The Bonobos are definitely far ahead in first place, so they're definitely going to get their playoff seeding. Where are the Akatsuki actually on the standings? I don't remember specifically. I remember they're being kind of middle pack. Yeah, Akatsuki currently sitting in fifth at 9-7, and the top six teams do make it. There are three teams tied at 9-7. So these teams are kind of important. Figure out that seeding. Is this Hershey Special Dark? Yo, am I super low again? I don't know. What's happening? Yeah, I don't I don't know what it sounded like. I'm not listening to the audio on the stream right now. I hope not. We got some bands coming out here. Wait a second, let me do this. Okay, we live, baby. Oh no, this man sent the thing to the group chat. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna see the Draven band, the Kazakhs band, and the Aatrox band. The Draven being banned away from Wayman. That's the only band that they're going to get in their first rotation, so they're going to use it on Wayman. I think that's an interesting choice. If you only have one band to ban against the Bonobos of Kappaland, what will you choose? They chose Draven. And we're going to see the Bonobos are going to ban away the Kazakhs, the Aatrox, and the Thresh away from the Akatsuki. And we're going to go ahead and see the first pick over here by the blue team. Save us. He's out, yo. I can't even stress to you how many people I asked to try and get this broadcast today by someone that was not me. Yeah, so I mean I apologize in advance, but I did all I could. All normal people that we have broadcast that weren't able to make it today. I even had someone random from like a different Discord just like posted an ad in the r/League of Legends Discord saying that I'm looking for a broadcaster shoutcasted today for a community tournament. I had one response, some one guy that was interested in trying out some shoutcasting, but he does OBS on a Mac and he can't correctly capture audio. We were testing that out earlier, so he said that he would get back to me whenever he gets that audio thing figured out. So, and here we are now. We're going to see the Braum picked up by the Akatsuki. We're going to see the J4 picked up by Bonobos of Kappaland along with the Xerath. I'm assuming that's going to be Xerath mid. Actually, no, I do not assume that. I think that that's a flex pick. We've seen a lot of Xerath being played by Temi as a support. I also know that Fluffy has played Xerath mid before too, like in previous seasons. I don't know about this year. So that's probably a Xerath support actually. That's a lot of flex pick. J4 could be J4 top, J4 jungle, Some flex picks over here by the Bonobos of Kappaland. We're going to see the Braum Lucy bot lane picked up on the side of the Akatsuki. Very strong bot lane. I just now noticed, is Reed not in for the Akatsuki today? The Akatsuki has a different setup here. Not having the Akatsuki, not having Reeve, and having that as you are marked. That's right, you do see that correct. You are marked, aka Soap. The team manager of the Akatsuki is actually playing in today's game. He waited until week 9 to actually play a game for the Akatsuki, so that is the owner, the man himself. You are marked is in Forte's game against the number 1 seeded Bonobos of Kappaland. We see Killer out here typing in the chat in the middle of the game. We're gonna go head to the second phase of bans. Second round, phase 2. We're gonna see what the Bonobos of Kappaland ban away from the Akatsuki. I got this song from Owlspank earlier, stuck in my head, my bad. Okay, the Rengar jungle being banned away from J Herbal. I don't really know what his champion pool is. But Rain Garcia, like probably, I'm assuming that's a champion that he plays a lot. I don't think that's too much of a meta pick right now, is it? We're gonna see the Zach Jungle band away from Ewok. A very good pick and competitive. Man, I'm tired. That's not good. And for their final ban, the Bonobos will ban away Karthus. Karthus has been a very strong pick recently too. That Dark Harvest Karthus is a terror. I'm not sure if that's been nerfed yet. Silas banned away. We've seen a lot of Silas being played by Fluffy as well. I'm not sure if y'all saw the game that he was streaming before, whenever we were supposed to have matches earlier. I saw that he was popping off on Silas, or not. Not really. I think he was actually 2-9 whenever I last looked. But you know what? Silas still a very strong champion to ban away. Can we get a Bionic on? Can we get a Bionic on during this game? I don't think that. I don't think that works in League of Legends. Every time Braum passive triggers at me, the Bionic arm! Nah, probably not. I don't have all that much energy right now. I need to eat something. Snap your neck. Oh, that's the new Kale. The new Kale being hovered. The new Kale. Okay, the new Kale being hovered and picked up on the side of the Akatsuki. I wonder where that's going. I imagine it's probably going to be Kale top, right? Ito. Order pizza. Order pizza. Graves. Imagine that's Graves Jungle. Who? Yo, what up, J-Web? Johnny himself. And the Nasus being picked up also been a very strong pick recently. That Nasus top, we saw a lot of, specifically Robo Gunner for the Mercy Blacksmith popping off on that Nasus top. So we'll see how Josh he does on it. Capipo dance game. And we're gonna see the Kale actually go into Adagio. Gonna play Kale top. Gonna peep different people. Oh my God! It is Xerath mid lane. It was not a troll. It was in fact the Xerath mid lane pick. Over here picked up by Fluffy. It was a flex. I was talking about that could be flex. I do know that Xerath, Fluffy does play that. So we had the Xerath mid picked up Fluffy. Going up against Zillion mid on You Are Marked. Soap playing that Zillion mid. I didn't even know that Soap played jungler. I thought he was a jungler. I thought it was like a Kindred one-trick jungler. But okay, we'll see how he performs on this Zillion mid. I enjoy playing Zillion mid myself. I play a lot of Zillion mid. Not always perform too terrific on it. There's lots of tragic circumstances that would miss an ultimate or something like that, but I enjoy the idea of Zillion mid, I should say. And we got that Kale top lane, the Graves jungle, the Zillion mid, the Lucian and Braum bot lane. On the side of the Akatsuki, we got the Nasus top, the J4 jungle, the Xerath mid lane, and the Ashe and Nami bot lane on the side of the Bonobos of Kappaland. Kale plus Zil, team never die. Yeah, that'd be very interesting. We'll see how they coordinate those two ultimates together. One thing I actually did get done while I was set up to broadcasting here. Look, I got Versus screen. Look at this shit. Boom. Look at that. It's the Bonobos of Kappaland. Look at that shit. And look, I can replay the music. Look at that. Boom. And let me shut for a bit. Huh. Wow, look at that. It may actually be showing up right now. Is this real? Did it show up on stream though? Huh. Where's the game? Oh, there you go. SMH, Clan OP. Wait, I don't even know what happened. Oh, wait a second. We got a little money right here. Oh my god. I didn't even get a chance to look at the game. I come in and it looks like they're actually going to be fighting level 1, going to be meeting each other in the river, in the bottom river, and they're just going to be trading. No one's going to die here. Both teams had the same idea, going the exact same path, but nothing happened. All right. Oh, we see it. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's wild. How's the audio? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear the game? As it looking, is it sticking? You know, all this type of stuff. I'm going to need this input from the stream. I'm in here alone. I don't know what's going on. I can't have Chrome open and attempt to stream League of Legends at the same time, so I just got this on my phone. We'll see how it works out. Oh, let me get this up too. Okay, we got lined up. All right, we got lined up correctly. We're going to see a typical start. It seems like by the blue side, the Akatsuki doing the red buff start. And looks like the Bonobos are not, though. I see that we're going to see Bonobos, the J4 opting to start at the red buff. Looks and sounds good. That's wild. Where's Rexo's up there? At the, up there. Let's see. Got that mid lane matchup between the Zillion and the Xerath. I can't imagine that matchup being very fun for Zillion. Yeah, you don't really have a way poking Xerath. That's kind of difficult. But, you know, you do what you do. Do what you can. Dodge Young, I'm really curious to see how he handles it. I'm curious to see that too. I think, you know, this is Kale is new this patch, right? So there hasn't been any Kale gameplay in the BTL yet, as she literally just came out. So, you know, I think it's very brave to, maybe he's been practicing this past week, or maybe he's practicing on PvE. Maybe he just already knows how the kit works. Got to go ahead and pull out the Kale in BTL really early. So we'll see how that is. Sometimes that could be an advantage, sometimes it could be a disadvantage. You know, on the, you know, for the advantage side, I mean, enemy team probably doesn't know how to play against Kale because she's new, right? And on the disadvantage side, you probably also don't know how to play Kale because she's kind of new. So we'll see how that works out for them. Eto deep voice. Wait, oh man, is that what's happening right now? Dude, I don't know what causes that with these headsets. Oh, wait a second, we got a fight going on here between the Day 4 and the Jarman. The Jarman looks like he's completely caught out. That's 4 members of the Bonobos of Kappaland. They're very good on their rotation. They're going to cast that out. This could be first blood going over to Nami. They picked the Kale counter. Who picked the Kale counter? What's the Kale counter? Is Nasus the Kale counter? Nasus the counter Kale. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know all that. Oh, it looks like they're gonna go into the bot lane. J4 is there, but they're not gonna be able to go ahead and extend it. So just go ahead and clear that way. That's a massive way to fight inside of. If you see if the Bonobos were to take that fight, that'd be a lot of minions there hitting them. And then it's just as good. It's ridiculous. I see. I gotcha. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of experience with the new Kale, either as an enemy or as an ally, so I don't know too much about her different matchups and stuff. I just know a little bit about her. Actually, I think I had like one game randomly in solo queue today because I was trying to play some solo queue on spring break. So I'm like, I could try to play a little bit of League of Legends. So I know something about what's going on in the current state of the game. But I know her ultimate's very interesting now, right? It like has some type of CC or something that happens at the end of it. That seems pretty cool. Like an AoE CC, but also heard that she can't auto attack, and she's like super like weak early, right? But she's like super powerful late game. But I guess that's just kind of typical Kale instead, like in general. So, but Nasus is just a scary champion in general. When talking about his scaling, so we'll see how that worked out for him up there in top lane. Okay, they're gonna try to have some trades here, but the Braum's gonna have a very short W, but that W is gonna be enough to dodge the Nami bubble. Some more trades here in the bot lane. Seeing Temius on this Nami pick instead of a typical, like I'm used to seeing him like on a Zyra or on a Xerath, lots of poke champion or damage mages. We're gonna see the Lucian getting brought pretty low here. Nami's is a really strong champion down that bot lane. Who's that person mid for the Akatsuki? Has he played a BTL before? Yeah, Alex. Yeah. First, she could get to late game early with kills and farm. Now she needs to hit level 1 before she's. That's very true. Now it is like hard coded in here. She can't just get fed early and then be strong early based off of items. It's actually based off on her level, so she needs that experience, right? And we're going to see the Graves potentially once again getting caught out. And the Graves is going to be 0-2 both the kills in the game going down onto that Graves right now. Well, both the deaths in the game, I should say. And they're able to catch out the Graves once again. They're just bullying the Graves in the jungle. Lots of good early game rotations and plays by the Bonobos of Kappaland. We have seen them many times. That's just how you get to having such a good record. Nami isn't aggressive as she should be. Poor Graves. There's Maria, our resident Nami player, professional Nami player. Probably the best Nami player, BTL, over here criticizing Killer's Nami gameplay. He got put in the grave. You see some trades in the mid lane that Zilean, Hey, one thing about Zilean, I used to complain about this all the time. People from my collegiate team know. I hate that base Zilean skin. Those auto attacks, those little puffs of popcorn. I fucking hate that auto attack. How the hell am I supposed to farm with this? If the auto attack feels really bad to me, it's really hard for me to farm. I feel like these puffs of popcorn do negative damage. So it's so hard for me to farm with this. That's why on Zilean, as soon as I could, I bought the Blood Moon Zilean skin because his auto attacks are little red spheres, and I feel like they're a lot more doable. Because I just miss farming Zilean all the time before I got that skin, okay, we're gonna see some fights up here. Here comes the Kale doing the Kale things. Maybe some trades going on, but nothing much. Zilean go way down and farm in the mid lane. That's what I'm talking about. And we're gonna see the Braum going in, gonna get the Q up, but then going to get stunned up by Nami, but the Lucian's still going forward, gonna pack the stun on the Ashe. Gotta bring her a little bit lower, but Nami is there with the bubbles, with the heals, they'll be just fine. Nami doing Nami things. Kale the airbender. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We see Kale out here doing some damage, trading off on that Nasus. Okay, lots of damage coming out from the Kale. The Kale gaining like a 15 CS lead, but the Nasus does have some minions here under the tower, but the Kale's going to continue to harass him. I'm not even sure what ability she's using, so I'm just saying she's doing damage because I don't know the name of the abilities. I don't know which ability does what. I don't know which ability is that one that like does the slow and the damage from afar. The equivalent of her old Q. Is it still her Q? It probably still her Q, I'm not sure. Oh, Graves! Graves, not again! Graves! Yo, they're bullying this man. Oh, he's getting Kale ulted though. What is that Kale ulti range? Wait a second. Wait. Where did Kale ult him from? Wait, Kale's ult can go that far? But, you know, enough about that. Now we're back to the bot lane. Hey, the Kale did ult him from like from like River, right? From River to the Tribush? Was the Kale ulti range always that far? Like, to like activate it, or did they increase the range? OP. Oh, here comes Kale. Oh, but Nasus got the kill and now Nasus has double buffs. Oh my god, double buffs. Oh, but Kale is going in with the flash, but doesn't have ultimate. Nasus is also going to fast away. The Nasus is going to live with the Wither. He'll be alright. That Wither is very strong, you know. Not only does it make you super slow, it also lowers your attack speed. So, you know, that does not feel so good for it. Oh my god, but the Kale keeps going. Alright, but Nasus is going to keep running away as well. Did he say nipple buffs? He did not say nipple buffs. I said nubble buffs, and that doesn't matter. Double buffs. You understand what I was talking about. Is this Ito? Yeah. Why? Do I not sound like Ito? It may be these headphones I'm using right now, man. They have some like there's some like weird mess up thing. They who said that? Who said that? That's a good meme. You rusty as hell, boy. I could tell. Fluffy. Comments up rusty in the chat. Oh, chat. Facts, yo. Oh, we're gonna see the bubble not going down, the bubble missing by the Nami, and then Lucian and Braum able to turn it around and gun her down. Oh, but Wayman is still fighting this. Wayman's like, okay, but I got my gun. I don't care if I'm out here alone. Yeah, I'll still fight. He ain't no bitch. He ain't backing down. Meanwhile, up here in the top lane, we're going to see some more fights. The Nexus landing a good Q onto the gym, but now we're all over the map. Now we're back to the bot lane. Now we're back to top lane. And Kale's continuing to harass this Nasus, trying to harass him under tower. She is up 20 CS. We do see that J4 is in the area. The Kale's going to have to be careful because J4 is looking for a gank. J4 is going to lock down, go through the river, but no, never mind. We're back to the bot lane. Kale says, oh, the Ash. Maybe the Ash does get us alone because, oh, she's running. She's running. Oh, just one more auto attack. We're going to get the W and the Q. They're going to go down. The Kale's going to, now we're back to the top lane. This gank. The Kale's going to ult herself. She's going to die anyway because the J4 ulted her and so did Nasus, and now they will probably push to get that top lane tower. But in the bot lane, the Braum was able to pick up the kill onto the Ash, and yep, we're up on the top lane tower. Go Wayman. Well, Wayman's dead. Whew. If we're looking at the CS discrepancies in the different lanes, we do see that in the bot lane, Ash is only up by like a wave. In the top lane, the Kale's up by like 24. But in the mid lane, though, yo, Soap, what is you doing? Soap is down by 40 or 40 CS in the mid lane. So, you know, that's not looking so good. He's struggling. But you know what? As Zillion, you know, you don't even gotta CS, man. You're not even there to do damage. You just gotta go and you gotta support your carries, you know, speed them up, make sure they don't die. You know, Zillion will get his, you know, no matter what. You know. It's a little bit unfortunate he's done all that CS, but you know he'll still be a useful champion either way. That's the thing about playing only in mid. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and just let your team carry you. Why is there a voice changer? Yo, it's not a voice. Yo, I may have to unplug this headset and plug it back in. 1 second. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. There's no voice changer here. If my voice is sounding low like a monster, I don't know what's going on. Let's see if I can unplug and plug this back in. We'll see.
Oh, we're gonna see that the KO's gonna get ganked once again, not paying attention to where that J4. The J4 has 5 assists, the Nats is now 3-0, and the KO is 0-2. The Nats and the KO's gonna go down once again to another gank. That's tragic, yo. Alright, so I unplugged and plugged that back in. Did that help at all or not? Am I still a monster, or did the audio just completely fuck up because it changed? There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, and then we're gonna see. Oh, they try not to kill him. They try it. But we're gonna see he's probably gonna go down anyway, but he's just barely gonna live. But now he's gonna have to put on his dancing shoes. If Xerath has ultimate, and Xerath does not seem to have ultimate, so it looks like he's just gonna be able to recall. We're gonna see some on the way pinks by the blue team. Here comes Braum. Here comes Graves. Graves is here. Braum is here. Braum is here with the ultimate. And then we're gonna see Ewok Soldier go down to the Graves. The Graves finally getting some revenge on the Ewok Soldier, able to get a kill after getting bullied out in the jungle early on, but he is still quite behind. Well, at least he's been doing Graves thing. He's been farming. There we go. Ito's nuts went back. Yeah. I'm gonna see some more trades up there in the top lane. Ooh. Gonna flash away, but they're still gonna be able to get they're gonna get the stun, but then they're also gonna get rained down. Okay, that's gonna be another kill going over to Eric the Mediocre on the Braum. They're gonna get run on, and up there in the top lane, they're gonna be fighting up there, but that's not gonna be significant, it seems like. But they're taking a lot of damage from the Xerath. That Xerath is farmed, yo. Xerath is doing a lot of damage. They're gonna have an ass ulti going onto the Zillion. Zillion's gonna be able to ult himself, able to get out of the stun in time. Zillion cannot ult himself while stunned, but was able to get out of that in time in order to ult himself. Back up here too, top lane. Lots of fights going on here. Alright. Lucien kind of feeling himself, trying to get off a little bit of trades. I've noticing the Braum's been picking up a lot of these kills. Braum with the 2 kills. Oh, they're going to get chased down here. There's going to be some fights. I heard the Bilgewater Cutlass go off, but not going to continue that fight. Just going to go ahead and farm it out. This game's still relatively close, 4-5. The Bonobos of Kappaland are up 2K. 2K gold. The first dragon went over to the Akatsuki. So we got ourselves a game here. Like I said, the Akatsuki would really like this win, as they are in a 3-way tie right now in the standings. And Bonobos would just like to, secure their first spot victory. I think if they win this game, if they win like any game, then they secure their first spot victory. The only way for them to lose first is if the Bonobos were to lose both of their games this weekend and No Mercy Black were to win both of theirs. And we're going to see, they're going to be seen by the Hawk Shot, but we do see that the Akatsuki is going here onto the second Drake. They're on the, on the Wind Drake. I was about to say, man, if Fluffy steals this from halfway across the map, yeah. But nah, the Grave's going to go ahead and secure that with the Smite. None of that nonsense going on around here. But it looks like they're potentially looking for the dive, but they see him coming before they even make it to the dive, and they're going to see that the KO is going to get caught out here by the J4. Gonna get kind of. We're gonna have to ult herself. You're gonna get some stuff down, but then going to go down afterwards. The Kale's gonna go down to the Nasus. Nasus is 4-0, yo. We're gonna see another Nasus game where the Nasus pops off and hyper carries 1v9. Yo, Nasus has been ridiculous in the BTL recently. Yo, what's going on? We're gonna see them going in on this bot lane once again. You gotta that's the Braum Lucian lane. That's a very aggressive lane. Whenever they get an advantage, they can just keep running at you. They'll just run you down. They got that stun, they got that CC, and then there we go. But up here in the top lane, we're going to see that they use the Rift Herald. Jillian's up here to defend, but the Rift Herald is going to get his charge off, and they're going to get a lot of damage onto that tier 2 tower up there in the top lane. We're going to see that in the bot lane, the Akatsuki are able to get the bot lane tower. We're going to see Graves go in on the Xerath mid lane, but just kind of poking him a little bit. Not actually going to try to fight too long, it looks like. Just pushing out the wave, perhaps. We do see that the Braum is moving up to the mid lane, but the Bonobos of Kappaland do see that they are going to catch him out on those wards. Lucian Braum too strong. So that's a strong lane. That's a really fun lane to play as Lucian. I like playing Lucian. Let me tell you, Lucian Braum's a really fun time. Lucian's pass is really good at getting those Braum stacks off. So it's a fun time. Pretty classically well-known bot lane. A lot of people play it. Saw it at Worlds a few times. And we're gonna just watch Nasus take another tower, it seems. Yeah, we're just gonna watch Nasus take another tower here, and then we're gonna watch the Nasus fight the Kale. The Nasus the Kale does have a QSS, does use the QSS, so she does not get withered, but she is running directly into a J4. She tries to turn around the other way, she's gonna ult herself, but it looks like she's probably still gonna go down. That's not gonna be enough. She is gonna get the Zillion ulti though. The Zillion is able to make it over here in time, so that they're gonna go back after, but they're gonna trap her in the J4 ulti. You ain't getting away, bitch! And there we go. She's going down. And then in the mid lane, we're going to see that the Graves is going to shut down the Xerath. Okay. And perhaps now pushing onto the mid lane. That's a lot of damage going to the Nami's. Nami's going to have to flash over the wall. And they're going to keep going. They're going after the Braum under tower. But here comes J4. Y'all forgot about J4. He here too. J4 and the Nasus. They're going to come. Wait. Yep. J4 and Nasus are coming over and cleaning up the fight. They tried to die, but they lost track of where the J4 and the Nasus were, and they got pinched under that tower, and they're going to get killed. Now, the lane should have been free for Ashe Nami, just that Nami isn't a 10-minute champ. Once again, we're going to see Maria flaming the way that Killer plays Nami. Minion calculator, pretty sure it was red smite. We're gonna see the blue buff going over to Xerath. That's a very good champ to have the blue buff on. You also see that they currently control both blue buffs, so the other blue buff is on the J4. And they're trying to hit down this mid lane tower. Hard to siege against that Xerath though. And we're gonna see the stun landing. And Lucian's mad for Senna! I'm not flaming. Another dragon coming up here in about 30 seconds. What kind of dragon? Not bad, man. I'm so tired. What kind of dragon? I'm not sure. And I don't know if I want to look away to go look at the dragon pit wall to figure it out. Because I know that even though that looks like an infernal dragon up there, that does not mean it's necessarily an infernal dragon. And we're going to see J4 going in on just able to catch the Graves inside the ultimate. The Graves is going to be able to dash out. But then here comes the Nasus doing a ton of damage. That Q hurts so much. Lucian tried to flash away, but he's going to get flashed after. The Nasus is going to kill him, and the Graves is going to go down in the back line. And it looks like the Bonobos and Kappaland are definitely winning that fight hard. That fight goes well into the favor of Bonobos and Kappaland. They're going to try to potentially either knock down this mid lane tower or perhaps rotate over to that Ocean Drake now that it's live on the map. I can see that it is an Ocean Drake. And we're going to perhaps just have Fluffy stay here in the mid lane, yeah, and just push these waves against the Akatsuki. Meanwhile, this Bonobos Kappaland just going to go ahead and pick up that dragon for free. Ash is going to go down to the bot lane and clear out the waves there. Nothing can stop Nasus. At this point, it's definitely looking that way. Nasus is 7-0. I don't know how many stacks he has. I haven't looked at this man. Let's see. Let's click on him real quick. This man has, what's this? 432 stacks at 22 minutes. You know, just some Nasus things. It's not really the stack count. It's just 7-0. He has a lot of items in general, too. He has 3 completed items. This man is strong. Wait, what is this thing that's on? Wait, what? Wait, what? How did I not notice this before? It's Predator Nasus. I didn't even notice that before. I just noticed that there was a cooldown on his boots. Is Predator Nasus a thing? That's so interesting. I didn't realize this man was running Predator Nasus. Is that a thing? I don't think I've seen that before. That was mostly like Conqueror Nasus or Grasp of the Undying or something like that. But okay. Predator Nasus. He's just running him down. He's a predator out here. Fast dog. Kappa Keepo Dan's game, playing the Predator Nasus. But besides all that, this game is still a game. The Akatsuki have definitely taking some leads in some of these fights, but they still haven't broken the game open yet. The Nasus is very big, definitely a big problem. Kale is 0-4, but you know, Kale's still scaling, and they have the Kale ultis, the Zillion ultis. The Lucian is still relatively strong. The Graves has gotten his, so the game isn't over yet. Only a 3K gold lead. The Dragons haven't been too significant. You got an Ocean Drake apiece and a Wind Drake on the side of the Akatsuki. But Baron is up. It is 24 minutes. Baron is live, so that we could try to see some plays around the Baron. We're going to see the J4 is going to opt to fight the Nasus. That's certainly because he has help. Yeah, he has a Braum coming up. At the Braum getting up, maybe if they can get a stun onto the Nasus, they're going to try to see if they can hit him with the Q. But the Grave is way too slow. Won't be able to auto-attack him. But here comes J4, perhaps looking over. Going to clear some vision in his red side jungle. We had to prepare for the Baron. Baron is up. That's going to be the next contention point, I believe. Surprisingly, both mid lane towers are still up. I did not expect, they've both been trying to siege it. I think the better siege game is probably on the side of the Bonobos of Kappaland, so I would imagine they'd be able to siege it. Although Zillion mid is a very good wave clearer, so maybe it's just been, just clearing waves. It's very low, almost fallen, but it hasn't fallen yet. When Kale hits level 16, she will win, no worries. Kappa. And the Zillion is going to drop the ulti onto the Kale. The Kale is going to drop her ulti. Actually, no, the Zillion dropped the ulti onto the Lucian. My bad. The Kale dropped her ulti on someone else. And the Nasus went in. The Nasus got stunned up. Nasus goes down to the Lucian. And the Braum's going to go down to the Nasus. I'm not sure what he went down to back there, but he went down to something back there. And then, but we still have lots of people are still alive. We see that the Ashe is still full health, but the Ashe perhaps walked too far up, and then whoa, wait a second. Lucian went insane, going under the tower for the Ashe, and Zillion's going to flash out. And it looks like, in the end, that's going to be 3 kills going over to the side of the Akatsuki and 2 kills going over to the side of Bonobos Kappaland. So the Akatsuki still have 3 people alive. They're going to push for this mid lane tower. Maybe, perhaps, finally it goes down, but that is a Xerath clearing under tower. Xerath very good at clearing these waves from afar very safely. There's some trades going on between the... oh, wait a second! Okay, he's going to live. We see that the Graves is taking an extra tower shot there after taking some poke from the Xerath. So very interesting and exciting team fights going on here. Hard to keep track. Most of the time, I don't really know what's going on. I'm just making noises and saying ah, and that's how I do shoutcasting. There you go. Kale loses past 16 to Nasus. Yes, because he has Wither. The Kale also did pick up a QSS, so the Kale will QSS the Wither. If they get into a 1v1 situation in the side lane, I wonder how that matchup will go now that the Kale has picked up the QSS and the Kale will not be able to get Withered. Will the Kale be able to kill the Nasus if she is able to QSS the Wither? I'm not sure. But the Nasus is currently definitely a beast. 8-1, it has a lot of stacks. Nasus late game is Nasus late game, so we will see. Maybe we'll get to see that sooner rather than later. We do know that we do see the Kale is up in that top and to oppose that Nasus right now in that side lane push. And we see that the J4 is going to try to catch out the Zillion. The Zillion is going to ult himself. Zillion may still be dead. If he doesn't have a way out of there, we're going to see the Namiyo's going to go down to him. They're going to see the stun's going to land on him, but they can't engage on it. But now he has the fancy feet because he's look. The heal. Oh, the heal. But then we're gonna have the J4 going. The J4 is gonna kill him. The J4 may go down to the Lucian, and now the Nasus is here. Can they stun up the Nasus? That's the Lucian's gonna flash in onto the Zera. It's gonna get flashed up. Gonna go over the wall and stun the Nasus. Nasus is gonna wither him in the flash with the wall himself, and then it's gonna go down to the E and the Q. Okay, then that was a wild fight as well. And in the end, the Bonobos of Kappaland lose 1, but the Akatsuki lose 3, and the Bonobos are going to go and rotate over to the Dragon now. This is going to head and start it up. That 3 dead on the side of the Akatsuki, they cannot contest. Unless Kale wants to be insane. The Kale is walking over. I don't know what she plans to do. She does have ultimate. She can do something. She can try. Oh, the Kale is here. So is Braum. They're trying something. Here comes the Kale. The Kale gets stunned up and killed. No! Oh no, that didn't work out at all. Oh, but here comes the Zillion. Zillion has bombs. They do see that he is over there. Nasus sees him over there. Nasus is going to hit him with the Wither, and then they're just going to rotate around. They're going to kill that man before they continue the bear. They're not going to let no shenanigans happen, and he's going to go ahead and go down. The Zillion threw a bomb in, but the bomb's not going to be able to get it, and then the Baron's going to go over to the Bonobos of Kappaland. Lucian is balls to the wall. Yo, yeah, that Lucian was going in, yeah. Oh, here he is again. Definitely trying to. Lucian was stronger. They're definitely trying to push his advantage. I believe currently he is stronger than the Ashe. So Lucian's definitely trying to push his advantage in these team fights if he can. So, you know, I appreciate that aggressiveness. He does have a Kale and a Zillion on his team, so it does make sense for him to be as aggressive as possible, but maybe a little bit too much there, you know? That's game. Blue can't clear. Blue, that's J-Web saying that the blue team does not have the resources to be able to clear the waves against Baron Minion. That should be game. We will see. Lucian is not the greatest clearing ADC. He's not terrible, though. I mean, he has his ultimate and his Q and stuff. He's not the greatest, but I don't think he's terrible. And we're going to see that they are going to siege. I would say that the Bonobos have a very good sieging team, and that it is very hard to stop them from sieging. And we're going to see those ultimates coming in. That is a Kale ultimate. I mean, that's a Kale QSS for the Ashe ultimate, and they're just getting poked out in this tower. I don't think they can defend this tower. They're going to get poked out. That's all the ultimates on the side of the Bonobos of Kappaland, and they're just going to get this tower for free. And we're going to see that the Akatsuki has to back and reset, and they're going to be on the inhibitor tower in the mid lane. And that's probably going to be an inhibitor. We see the Lucian trying to ult. He's ulting. He's trying to do something. He's doing some damage onto the Nasus, but I think they're just going to run away. Okay, the Nasus has the Braum passive onto, but they're going to turn it around. The J4 went in. The Nasus is going to get stunned again, but Nasus is going to kill the Braum before he goes down. But the Nasus is going to go down, and so is the J4. The J4 is going to go down, and the Ashe is trying to run away. The Ashe is going to go down as well. Perhaps they stayed too long. That is going to be 3 down on the side of Bonobos of Kappaland, but I don't think it is over for them. We're going to see that the Nami is going to be able to back out of here. And then we see that the Graves is flashing after the Zayat, then he dodging the E. He's under tower, but he's gonna do enough damage to take down Zayat. That's gonna be 4 dead on the side of the Bonobos of Kappaland. Well played by the Graves, able to chase down and kill the Zayat. Oh, look at that. That Rage Blade Kale. First of all, that skin looks awesome. But Kale does have her Rage Blade online now. She is level 15, almost level 16. So we will see what that late game Kale does do in these late game team fights. Because we do see that these team fights can still go either way. Lucian is doing a lot of damage. Kale looks so pretty. I know, right? Yeah. If they land the CC, Kale almost 16. 2 damage, come on, Jeff. Almost there. If they land the CC on Nasus and J4, Kale can carry the fight. I believe that. I feel like right now the Ashe is like not really at that point where he is carrying the fight with damage. He's more of just like kind of a utility AD carry right now with that Ashe ultimate, a very good ultimate. But if they can get it onto Braum, like if Braum can tank it or if they can just QSS it or something like that, then I think that it does go in the favor of the Akatsuki. But we do also have Fluffy on that. Xerath is also doing a lot of damage from afar, and they don't have a great way of getting onto him. But now, there goes the Ash ulti. The Ash ulti is going to be blown as they try to catch out the Graves. Not going to work. But I don't know. That's a lot of damage coming from Fluffy. But if they can get onto him, then yeah, that's a whole other problem. Erected an R. Oof. Guinsoo's not going to blue. That is in fact the Ginsu's on the Kale. That's what we're talking about. Okay, see we see the Kale is now level 16 here in the bot lane against the Nasus, who is level 17. So maybe we will see them do a fight at some point. We do see that they do find the Nami, but the Nami able to land the stun onto 2. Going to be able to flash the wall. Going to have to flash the wall. Going to flash the wall. And we do see the Nasus. We're going to land the Braum. The Braum stun landing onto Nasus. They're going to go onto Nasus, but the Nasus is going to go right at the Kale. The Kale has the QSS. The Kale has the ultimate, and they're going to try to take down the Nasus, but the Nasus is a beast. But the Nasus will eventually go down. But boy, oh boy, did he not. He went down with a fight. It kind of took a lot of people to help out the Kale, though, so I don't know if the Kale can actually 1v1 him. Because that was a lot. Kale does have her ultimate for those 1v1s, but boy oh boy, Nasus is essentially almost one-shot in there, so that's scary. Kale is squishy. And Kale still does not have much of a build done yet, only having 2 items completely completed, working on some type of lifesteal. We're going to see that the J4 is going to go in on to the Lucian and going to have to stopwatch. Meanwhile, the Braum goes down. Lucian does have the... okay, Lucian's going to hit the dragon. In the meantime, Lucian does have his GA still. And here comes the Kale! Level 17 Kale, but going to get stunned up and immediately taken down by the Xerath. Nuh-uh, you are not going to be bullying my bot lane, because he's going to come through with the stun and going to take her down. I do not believe that Kale cannot ult herself while stunned. So, yep. Rip. Oof. Yikes. And we're going to see the Bonobos of Kappaland rotating back over to that Baron. Once again, that looks like if it's another Baron going to the side of Bonobos of Kappaland, I do not like the chances of the Akatsuki if they are able to get yet another Baron. Here comes the Graves. He is near. He is looking. He's thinking about it, but he is on the wrong side of the map. They 100% know that he is there. He's not just let him going to walk up and take that Baron. Unfortunately, that's going to be another Baron going over to the side of Bonobos of Kappaland. That's not good for the Akatsuki. Speaking of Gunblade, it looks like the Kale is currently building a Gunblade, so she will simply have both. Gunblade does such good work with true damage. Has Gunblade been changed recently? I don't know the 9.4, 9.5. I don't know these patches yet. I don't play this game. And like the champions that I played, like not much has changed about them. So I mean, I'm Gucci. The Bork first on her is right. Is yikes. Rage Blade for more attacks, but yeah, that's what I would think. I feel like Rage Blade has just been a pretty common. Okay, and we do see that the Kale did complete the Gunblade. So they do have the Rage Blade, the Gunblade, and the Nasus Tooth. The Berserker's Greaves, the QSS, the Kale is, the Kale is scaling. She's caling. That was a joke that some people were telling me yesterday, because she scales so well, you might as well, have her name be synonymous with scaling. And we do see the siege by the Bonobos of Kappaland with their Baron buff. Definitely going to be a problem, and we do see the Nasus is split putting in the bot lane. In fact, it looks like all the Bonobos are going to come down here to the bot lane, and we're going to see how they are going to defend against that. The Braum getting stunned up by the Ash ultimate, and they're going to go ahead and lose that tower. Probably the ideal person for the Akatsuki, if you want anyone to get hit with the Ash ultimate, probably the Braum. seeing these teams, but continue to attempt to siege. We're gonna see a 1-4. No, they're not gonna. Okay, so I thought they were gonna do like a 4-1 or 1-4. In fact, it looks they're gonna get another Graves catch out. Is this the beginning of the game again? The Graves potentially getting caught out. Gonna get the Braum over there to save him. They're gonna jump in. The Braum's gonna go down. We're gonna see the Kayla's ult is teleporting in, and the Nasus is just running past the tower. He's gonna take the tower. Nasus is a beast. Nasus went down to about a quarter of his health, but he is still alive. All 5 members of the Bonobos Kappaland are still alive. The Akatsuki is going to try to see, and we're going to see the Nami ultimate. They're going to go for the dive. The Kale ulting herself. The Kale ultimate is down, though. That means that the ultimate is now down, but here comes Kale doing some damage to the Nasus. But the Nasus is still going to be alive. Okay, they're finally able to pop at least the... Oh, it's not going to be Lucian going down, but the Lucian is going to first go into... Wait, does Lucian go into... Okay, the Lucian went into the Zillion ultimate first. He still has his... Okay, so the Nami's going to go down to the Lucian after getting a double kill. A W and then a double shot. And we're going to see now the Akatsuki are chasing him down. And Lucian's actually going to go down to the Ash ultimate. And he's going to go into his second resurrection of the fight. Now getting his GA. And that fight being very interesting. But in the end, the Akatsuki just lost the top lane tower. They were able to hold the inhibitor tower. And looks like they're going to be able to rotate over to this dragon. And here comes Nasus. They're on the Elder Dragon, but here comes Nasus. He has his predator. The Elder Dragon is getting really low, down about 3k, 2k, 1k, but here comes the, J4 trying to get it in still, but the J4 is actually going to go down. They're able to kill the Dragon, they're able to kill the J4, and here comes the Nasus, but the Nasus is getting real low, and they're going to take down the Nasus as well, so they're able to get the Elder Dragon and the Nasus, but just the Zillion goes down to the Zerath. And that's a win on the side of the Akatsuki. Able to trade 2 kills for 1, and they get the Elder Dragon as well. And they do have 4 Elemental Drakes. And they will now be pushing down on this mid lane tower. Babylon. Fluffy has historically lost BTL games when he picks Zerath. Hopefully, history doesn't repeat itself. Oh no. And Lucian Ultimate is not going to do a lot, but that Kale Ultimate is going to go down after the Ash Ultimate hits it, but the Kale no longer has the Ultimate, and they don't have anything. They don't have Zillion, they don't have any GAs, they need to get out of there. Meanwhile, Fluffy is trying to rain them down some terror on them, but they're all going to live. They're putting on the dancing shoes and they all live. Okay then. Alright, everyone trolling this game yet? Insane. This game now gone to 41 minutes, 73k to 70k, but that's, at this point, does the goal differential even matter? But we do see that it is yet another Baron up. This will be the 3rd Baron of the game. Bonobos and Kappaland once again have superior position on the Baron. Will they be able to get a 3rd Baron? And there's like, can the Akatsuki really afford to give up yet another Baron? I don't know about all that, but looks like this time they are going to try to see if they can catch someone out on the rotation, and they're actually instead going to be running away, resetting. It's a BTL game. Team's very strong. Okay, so we do see that this time the Akatsuki are going to be the ones to start at the Baron. They have the superior positioning on the Baron now, but they're doing a lot of damage to it. They're doing a lot of damage to that Baron, but they're going to be, okay, and here comes the fight, going to be engaged by the J4. The J4 is going to go in. They have the Ash going in. Everyone has a J, so that's the J on the J4. The Nasus is getting low. The J4 is getting low. The J4 is actually going to go down, but so does the Zillion. The Zillion is down, but the Zillion also before he went down? Zillion seems to have died with his ultimate. His ultimate still seems to be up. So Zillion went down with his ultimate. That's not what you want to see if you have a Zillion. That's looking like an Etoeboy Zillion right there. That's not what you want to see in those late game team fights at all. But in the end, it's going to be a trade 1-for-1, and the Baron does not get taken down. Is that Ito? Zillion without ulti? He's He's using his voice changer. Wait, what? Did it go back to sounding like a monster? Is the super deep again? Yo, man, oh man. I did not. I don't know what's going on there. Nice gold account. When it referred. WTF is this game? It's a spicy one, Bonson. It's a spicy one. A spicy 43-minute game. Ash build is troll. What's the Ash build? Oh, there's no IE. Is that why it's troll? The Ash build seems to. It's okay. The Ash is holding a Bork, a Runan's Hurricane, a GA, a rapid fire cannon. I think is uncommon, right? And an execution is calling, but I do not see the IE. Yeah, I would expect an IE in that build, right? Someone needs to pinch your eye. Yeah, Bonson pots. And we're gonna see the J4 again, once again engaging. He does not have a GA this time, but he's going to go ahead and engage the fight for his team. We're going to see that the J4 is going to go down. Are they able to take down anybody with him? Anybody for that trade? We're going to see that the Ash is going to get caught out here too. The Ash just blew her GA as well. And the Ash and the J4 go down for seemingly free. We're going to see that we're going to see that the Nats was able to get onto the Graves, but the Graves had his GA, and and we're going to see the Fluffy is going to mistime his stun, and no one's going to go down inside of the Akatsuki. 3 people on the side of Bonobos Kappaland are going to go down, but no one on the Akatsuki died. What just happened? What was that? Ewok, what was that? The J4 Flash EQing ultimate way ahead of his team. Who was going to be able to follow up on that? Unfortunate. Okay, we're going to see that the Akatsuki is now here on the inhibitor tower, and they're hitting the inhibitor turret. Could that be what the Akatsuki needs to turn this game around into a win? And they're going to go over and rotate to the Baron. They still in game. Hey, Bonson, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear any type of hint as to whether or not this game's going. We're going to go ahead and see the Akatsuki pick up the Baron. Baron and second Dragon, but okay, we have them rotating over to the Elder Dragon. They're running to it fast as possible. We can see that the Bonobos are already on it, but they're not able to get it. Oh, but we see the Akatsuki are going to be on it, and here comes the J4 going to go ahead and engage onto 3, onto the back line, and we see that they're also able to get, okay, but meanwhile, the Graves is able to get the Elder Dragon over here. Oh, God, a massive Zillion stun in the back line, able to take down that bot lane, and we're going to see that the Akatsuki is able to take down the Nasus. And, that's 4 people down on the side of the Bonobos of Kappaland. The Akatsuki able to pick up the dragon. Fucking Urbo. Urbo. Yo. Wait a second. The game has been paused. 3 times. Wait, what? What's the pause? Little Wayman has paused the game. Let's lose 3 more. Wait, what? What's happening? Hold on, you guys Gucci? Wait. Wait. What? Wait. But 4 people on the side of Bonobos are dead. It's just Fluffy. And they're on the Nexus Towers. Why am I looking at a pod screen right now? And what's the issue? You have to inform us. Yeah, we would definitely. Everybody would like to know why am I looking at a pod screen right now, yo? Trying to think of a way to win. All right, pause real quick. We gotta take a timeout. All right, hey yo, coach has called a timeout, a 60-second timeout. We can figure it out. What can we do to win this game? We're gonna look for the best move here. If you play a lot of chess, you know there was like those tactic puzzles. You got to pause, look at the position, and look what is the best move right here for the red team to do. Nice Smurf though. I didn't pause. Smurf, yikers. GG, you resuming? What is going on here? What is this BM pause? We have to think of something. Guys, it's looking bleak. We have to think of something. What is going on here? You resuming? Nice Smurf though. I didn't pause. Wait, what's happening? That's an F chief. LOL. We think Lucien is smurfing. Lucien smurfing? Somebody get on that. I do know that this. We do know that I do know that Snap Your Neck has played for the Akatsuki before. I remember there was another game whenever Reeve couldn't make it. We do know that Snap Your Neck did play for the Akatsuki, but they're saying it's Reeve on another account. Potentially. I think pilots to search up Smurf seconds before a game is ended takes the cake for the sweatiest shit to see. Gold ADC, no ADC gains better than Reef? Question mark. Okay, let's see if I can actually get the client to show up here now. Oh, please. Come on, League of Legends. Alright, now I'm load into the client. Come on, give me something. I was removed from the party. Yep, like I am every single time. I didn't care about the hype. Reeve is. During the CS doesn't get in 45 minutes. Actually, I went to pod to find out if Ras was playing in a league game. Damn, y'all reaching since he lost. Threw harder than a frisbee at a dog park. Yeah. Alright, so let me just look at this here. We got this right here. The Lucien performing 11-4-11 with 294 CS on that Lucien. And better than Reeve? Do we think that the Lucien performed better than Reeve? Lucien doing 52k damage here. The Xerath doing 72k. And we're going to see Babylon coming in with the Fluffy has historically lost. Alright, well, that will be the end of that game. Looks like we have some interesting talks going on in the chat. Smurf accusations, very interesting. The next game up is this game that I just have an invite here for.